Hello children, I hope all are doing good. Let us learn the second chapter of your 5th standard science, Animals Everywhere. Look at the picture. We have grouped the animals into 4 separate columns because we see animals on land, on trees, in water and in air. So, the natural home or the surroundings of an animal where it lives, eats, grows and has babies is called its habitat. The largest animal kingdom consists of different types of animals. According to their habitat, they have their organs of breathing, feeding and movement. Next, breathing in animals. Animals have to breathe to get oxygen because oxygen burns the food within their bodies and releases energy for various activities. Animals get their supply of oxygen from their surroundings. Land animals breathe in oxygen from air while fish and other aquatic animals get oxygen from water. Next, organs of breathing. Microbes or microscopic animals like amoeba and paramecium breathe through their body surface. Insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches breathe through air holes on their bodies called spiracles. The blood of insects does not have oxygen carrier called hemoglobin, which gives red color to the blood. This is why their blood is not red in color. The spiracles lead to air tubes which form a fine network that reaches every tissue of the body. Air enters the body through this network. The body tissues absorb the oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide which is expelled through the body. Some animals like earthworms take in oxygen through their thin and moist skin. A fish and other aquatic animals like prawns, crabs and oysters breathe through their gills. The gills are special organs that are richly supplied with blood vessels. When water flows over gills, an exchange of gases takes place. The gills absorb oxygen from water and releases carbon dioxide. Next, a frog is an amphibian because it lives both on land as well as in water. A baby frog, which is also called as tadpole, breathes through its gills, and an adult frog breathes through its lungs on land and through its moist skin in water. Reptiles, birds and mammals breathe with the help of their lungs. We humans are mammals. We take in air through the nose. This air enters the lungs through windpipe. The lungs are richly supplied with blood vessels. When the air reaches the lungs, an exchange of gases takes place between blood and air. Oxygen from the air passes into blood and carbon dioxide from the blood passes into air. Then the lungs contract and carbon dioxide containing air comes out through the nose. Dolphins and whales are also mammals. Therefore, they breathe through their lungs even though they live in water. Next, feeding habits in animals. Animals need food to grow, to get energy and to stay healthy. Different animals eat different types of food. Their mouth parts are suited to the type of the food they eat. Next, we will see organs of feeding. The beaks and the claws of birds are modified according to the kind of the food they eat. Rodents like rabbit, mice and squirrels have small and sharp front teeth to gnaw seeds and fruits. Herbivores, which are plant-eating animals like cows, goats and giraffes, have sharp front teeth for biting and strong broad teeth for chewing. Next, carnivores, which feed on the flesh of other animals like the lion, tiger and cat, have very sharp, pointed and curved front teeth for tearing flesh. They also have strong grinding teeth to chew flesh and bones. Flesh-eating birds like eagles, vultures and kites have strong, sharp and hooked beaks and claws to catch their prey and to tear flesh. Next, movement in animals. Animals need to move in order to search food, protect themselves and their babies being hunted, and to build resting and breeding places. Animals have different types of body parts or limbs for movements and different ways of moving from one place to another. Land animals. Most mammals have 4 limbs. The 2 at the front are called forelimbs and the 2 at the back are called hind limbs. Some animals use all the 4 limbs to move while others use only the hind pair. Water animals. Fish have fins for moving. The 2 paired fins are used to move forward. The unpaired fin maintains balance and the tail fin helps to change the direction of movement. Turtles have 4 paddle-like limbs to push water back and to swim. Penguins use their 2 forelimbs as flippers to push water and to swim. Frogs have webbed feet to swim. Insects. Insects have 6 legs. Insects like ants and cockroaches crawl on their legs. Grasshopper uses its long hind legs for hopping. Some insects have 1 or 2 pairs of wings and can fly. They have no feathers or bones or strong muscles. Their wings are made of tiny colored scales. Insects such as lice and bedbugs do not have wings. They move by crawling. Birds. The forelimbs of a bird are in the form of wings which help it to fly. The wings have feathers. The wings are attached to the breastbone of the bird with the help of strong muscles. These muscles enable the bird to flap its wings and to fly. When a bird lands after a flight, it uses its hind limbs to walk and to run and to hop or perch. The emu, the ostrich, the rhea and the penguin and kiwi are flightless birds. Next, reptiles. Lizards, crocodiles, turtles and tortoises are reptiles. They have a dry, scaly skin and lay soft-shelled eggs on land. Though they have limbs, they crawl. Snakes are reptiles. They do not have legs. They have scales or plates on the underside of their bodies, and these plates are attached to their ribs. When the snakes move, these plates act like feet and the ribs act like legs. Besides the plates, they have strong muscles and a flexible backbone which help them to move forward. Humans. Compared to the limbs of animals, the limbs of human beings are highly developed. They use only 1 pair of limbs, that is lower limbs, to support their body while walking and standing. The arms or upper limbs are called hands, which are adapted to hold objects. Migration among animals. The mass movement of animals from one place to another is called migration. Animals migrate to escape harsh weather, to search for food and to search breeding grounds. Some birds like storks and mallard ducks visit India every winter from other countries. Migratory fish like eels spend their life in rivers. They travel from the river to the sea to lay eggs. When the eggs hatch, the parent eels die and the young ones travel back to the river from where the parents had started the journey. Locusts are harmful migratory insects. Swarms of locusts settle on standing crops and destroy them. Many kinds of butterflies also migrate. The monarch butterflies fly from Canada to Mexico. Migration is most common in birds. The Arctic tern travels a distance of nearby 35,000 km between the Arctic and the Antarctic twice a year. The European stork travels from Europe to Africa every winter. When the spring comes, it returns to Europe to the same nest. The reindeer find their direction with the help of the sun's rays. Birds follow the coastline. Scientists have various old and new methods to study migration. Rings and tiny transmitters are fixed to the animals to track their movement patterns. We should look after the birds and protect them from any harm. This is about your second chapter. Thank you.